What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to video. My name is Micah. We're just going to be speaking on the Pisces real quick. So let's see what the Pisces has to say. Alright, let's see what we got for you guys. Give me 2 seconds. Y'all know how chapstick get. Go for your lips, but when it sticks on, you do not feel pleasant to me. This is called working through your feelings. Like a couple seconds in, you're already figuring something out. That was a strong example of when I feel some way instead of me quitting and closing the video or distracting, I keep it rolling. I handle my business and I keep it pushing. That's just a slight reminder for you guys. Okay, so within yourself, my Pisces, dig deep, really ask yourself. What is it you're trying to achieve? Where is it you're trying to go? What is it you need to avoid? Who do people you need to get away from? How are you going to get away from these people? And just really think about it, right? What can you do in the process, in the movement right now? Can you go for a walk? Can you come away from them? What can you do in the process right now where they're not going to distract you from, you know what I'm saying? And listen, there's always a way out. No matter what people tell you, there is. There's always an opportunity right around the corner for you to escape from your hardship, from everything, or even a work on point. Even an opportunity that provides you with progress to work on something and things like that. It could be even if it's like family and things like that, it could be even a break-in point. There's somewhere just to take a break from them until they get their head right, you know? But go deeper with it, with yourself, right? Reach within yourself and find where you're trying to go in life, right? My Pisces. Alright, so I don't know who you guys might be associated with, because I don't know where you're from, I don't know your religion, I don't know things like that. But what I can say is make sure you guys attach yourself to these people, right? Make sure you guys are always bringing them with you along your journey, asking them for guidance, asking them for assistance, asking spirit team for assistance. Another thing I want to speak on is with the timing of things, right? Always remember that everything happens within, probably not when you want it to, but when you need it to. So it's alright if things don't happen when you want them to at the moment. Just kind of enjoy when they do. Enjoy the process, enjoy the emotion, and most importantly, remember things happen in divine time as well. Things happen when we need them to, not when we want them to, right? I don't know who needed to hear that, but yeah. Alright, so, okay, you guys are right. No, you guys are, yeah, listen, this most time when people watch videos like these to go through something, they need some form of wisdom or guidance, things like that. I watch them, I was just listening to some wise quotes, so I do enjoy my motivational videos, my wise quotes and things like that, and I just try to incorporate that within my readings. I feel like, hey, well listen, if I'm going to be a speaker or I'm going to be somewhat of a voice, and maybe I should, you know, maybe with spirit, you know, and this is called just kind of just taking inspiration, right? Inspirational action, or you know, taking something that I'm inspired by and taking action on it, and just saying if I'm inspired by something, I bring it to my channel because that's what my job is, right? To share information that I've learned. And I know for a fact, right? I can say this is a fact that I know, my personal fact. I mean, we can all have personal facts. I do believe that. So I said to my personal facts, right, that I have on my board is when you're going through something, you always want to ride it. You never want to give up. Ride it to the death is what I would say, because you never want to give up, because you never know the opportunity that can come and right on the corner. You never want to give up. Like, for an example, let's say something's happening right now, or you're going through it, and you're like, if you give up, you're never going to achieve. Like, there's no achievement in giving up. There's no achievement in not continuing. But if you continue, like, not saying you continue to engage in that activity, but continue to try to escape whatever it is you're trying to, whether it be debt, whether it be family issues, whatever, relationship drama. Try to escape it. Always make options to try to escape negativity, right? Try to get away from it because you wouldn't grow. Negative only destroys. It only brings you down. It doesn't build you. Right? It's like a house. Like if I knocked on a brick, that ain't doing no good to the house. That's just gonna cause it's only gonna cause a leak. I always get these little bite marks. I can tell you my reasons, but I know for a fact it's the devil energy trying to work against me. And I don't want to scare you guys or whatever. I'm not that, but I'm just saying, like, when you're trying to do good in life, the negative energy tries to intervene. That's just how it works. Like, it's just what we have to live with. You know what I mean? You guys have to realize whenever you're trying to do good at something. If I'm out here doing bad, nothing, everything's great. But if I'm out here speaking good truth and things like that, they're gonna try to mess with my speaking, and you know, it's like, cause why would they want you guys to hear this stuff? I mean, it's gonna make humanity a better place. Like, wouldn't that be great? But in a sense, nah, not really, because they don't want that. They want you guys to be cool so they can control you. They don't want you guys to be a strong, independent person. And I'm not trying to speak on this to be political or anything, but it's just reality. Is that if you're a strong-minded individual, you're no longer controlled by the system, you're no longer controlled by a lot of things, right? So, anyway, we're going to speak on your intentions of riding out situations, right? You're not going to know what is on the other end of the door unless you take action to ride it out. Like, just see what's next. You know what I mean? But yeah, opportunities only come if you continue with what you're doing, or continue with trying to find different avenues out of what you are doing, right? They want you to go for it. I don't know what you've been contemplating on. My Pisces, I don't know what you've been thinking about. I don't know what you've been, talking amongst your peers. But this is your chance. Start the journey. I always say this. Listen, it doesn't have to be a financial standpoint. For an example, if you want to buy a house, right? You can set yourself up for success. It's like baking a cake, right? If you're baking a cake and you're doing layers, you're doing like 3 layers. While one layer is cooking, you're gonna be whipping up the next batter for when the next one comes out. You already have enough batter to go ahead and pour it onto this one. So you're just prepping your ingredients for it. So if you're trying to buy a house, you're like, well, my God, I already have enough money to buy a house. I have the finance to purchase a house. Well, let's look into your real estate. Let's look into your land. Where are you trying to buy your land? What if you have this money? What do you need to do first? Do you need to get a lawyer? You know what I mean? Like, look at all the things that is really on the internet that's non-profit. Look up things. Look, if you're a handy guy, look up all the things, how to put up a door, how to do this. Because while you're spending time talking about it, you can be spending time educating yourself on the topic that you're trying to get into, right? So then just go for it. Start the task, start the journey that you're most definitely trying to get involved with, right? I'm a positive guy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I said in my last video, positive didn't get me here, but it kind of did. I kind of misled myself to believe that I have to speak on negative, and I mapped it out. You know what I mean? I got my pen and paper, and I kind of had to realize who I really am, what kind of channel I want. Yes, I want to speak on negative things, and I want to do that, but I know that I came this far from taking a negative situation and flipping it into a positive outcome by just doing simple things per day, whether it be trading, whether it be just getting out there and not allowing the negative things to disrupt my day, but more so allow me to have that encouragement to find a way to alter it. You know what I mean? Whether it's wake up early or to do what I need to do or whatever the case is. And I just want to be a channel that let you guys know, hey, this is what's going on. You're not alone. Everybody goes through it. But also, hey, this is what we can do. And remind you guys every single day. If you do what you say you're gonna do, you can work towards out of them situations. But for sure, this is a positive platform, so go for it. things are gonna come your way. Okay, so love connection is really now. One thing though, this one thing for sure. If you guys never, or I don't know what you guys went through, love is a strong thing, and as much as we would love to have a lover and things like that, I'm married. I could say, I found my love after self-love, right? Self-care is more important in even a relationship, because here's the thing: you can't love somebody if you can't love yourself. So self-love is more important than anybody else that you choose to love in this world. So self-love. Make sure you guys have self-love. Make sure that if you guys in a love connection or you decide to show love, make sure you guys giving just as much or more love to yourself. Because without you having love, you can't give it. You can't give what you don't have, right? So I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Alright, so the next one I'm resonating towards is reflect on your priorities. Make sure that you guys, like I said, throughout any situation, you can always make greatness come out of it. But we also got to remember that we're got to learn to prioritize certain things, right? I've had situations where I've literally had to kind of like map it out, like literally take a pen and paper and really like schedule it, say, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I need to do. All right, what's more valuable? Okay, this is more valuable. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sort this out. And by me doing that, it really put me in a better position, like just in general, just focusing on what's really important. And I got a lot of things that I need to get done, right? For an example, let's say I want to play a video game, but I gotta cook breakfast. All right, let me just cook breakfast. It's so simple. I know it sounds simple, but we just need reminders. I used to, when I was in a depression state, I'll watch like certain comedians or comedy things to give myself a reminder to laugh, to be joyful, be grateful for what I already have. I have life. So even if I'm not in a position at the moment, well, this is before I was really tapped in and I'm really getting the tradition of just being positive and getting back that flair that I once lost. And I feel like we're all gonna go through the moments. Even yesterday, I wasn't feeling all sharp or whatever, or together. I wasn't feeling it. But we go through the moments of not feeling it. The point is to stop what we've been doing. That's the goal. The goal is to not to stop. You know what I mean? So as cliche as it sounds, it's not. So if you put that into actual motion, you'll see the changes in your life by you just doing what you need to do and then doing what you want to do. And as you reflect on your priorities, see what you got to do, and you put that in perspective, I promise you your life will go a lot smoother. Okay, what else we got here? Excuse for the voice cracks and the miss, all the little, bloopers, as they would say, bloopers, because I don't have my editing these videos. It's straight raw, so it's like I'm gonna mess up. It is what it is, like and I just hope y'all understand. It's on the internet, and it's like seems like this is like a show, whatever, but still authentic, it's still live, even though it's not live, but it's still live, right? They want you to be silent. Silence is a key thing while you're on this journey, this ride. I'm picking up energies of like, I'm thinking of, I should say. When you're on this, and because it came directly underneath. Remember I was talking about you guys riding out your situation? While you're riding out, and also when this thing shares, y'all know the little sand thing that like you turn upside down, and they said that they used to tell time back in the day with that thing, like the little thing. No, the sand thing, the little sand that runs out, and then you can say, okay, it took like a minute for the sand to run out. I don't know, right? That little sand thing they have for time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, just look up a sand thing. A sand timer, something like that, right? It's like a glass thing. But anyway, with this, things happen in time, right? And I'm pretty sure they want me to let you guys know that sometimes throughout this journey that you're riding you're riding out, and you might get your first apartment, your first car, and things like that. Sometimes it's best to be silent, right? Depends on the person that you're hanging around or whatever. Obviously, if it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, that you guys don't stay together, maybe you might tell them, or maybe a close relative, whatever, but maybe you probably wouldn't tell, like, all your co-workers that you got in the car. Maybe you wouldn't tell everybody that you got in the car. Maybe you might want to surprise. Maybe you might just want to let it happen on his end. Like, you might just pick up one of your family members, and they're like, hey, you got a new car? Yeah, because maybe this family member's cool, or maybe they're not really that supportive that you would hope they would be. Maybe they're not like a negative person, but they're not also extremely positive as well. They're not also like somebody that will be like, ah, great. They're just like, yeah, man, that's cool. And maybe you're thinking bigger than that. Maybe you're looking for some patterning that. But here's another thing. A lot of people's not going to appreciate the things that you appreciate. And I feel like once we understand that, it will be a lot better when it comes on to just associating in general, right? So just be silent for a lot of things that you got going on with this journey. Sometimes it's best to allow people to think that you don't have anything, or you're not really on nothing, because once they figure out that you are, sometimes people can change, and that can alter the relationship. And you don't really want that, you know what I mean? You want it to be as genuine as possible. So if you can avoid that, then you really have to tell everybody your business. Alright, the last one from my Pisces. Okay, so we definitely got like a spiritual connection that you've awakened into. You more than likely, if you're watching videos like these, anything, most times you guys are trying to just tap into your zodiac and things like that, so you probably click on the video because it has your zodiac sign. And you're definitely on a spiritual journey, and I feel like this is like something that, whether you sleep in a car or a mansion, everybody needs this. Everybody, rough, tall, skinny, short, every human being needs to be tapped into the spiritual side, because one thing for sure, this is going to be something, your belief system is going to be something. A lot of people say, oh, I'm atheists and things, and they don't believe in nothing. But listen, it's not about believing in a higher power. The point of it all is to believe in yourself, in something, whether it be higher power, yourself. You know, I'm not here to preach you guys a certain religion or nothing like that. I don't know who you are. I can't judge you because I can't even see you. So, when it comes on to your spiritual connection, whomever, yourself, whatever, the point of the belief system is to, when you're in them breaking points where you're like, man, should I quit? Should I not? That is going to determine on your rate of quitting. Because I ever see people at talk about all this time. Somebody with a broken leg just for some strange reason kept going, even though on his broken leg and everything was going wrong, and he still was climbing mountains because he believed that he can achieve it. And that's, as cliche as it sounds, that is true. So when you're awakening in the spiritual journey, you're gonna be going through a lot. But you're gonna be finding peace that others might not find peace in. You can probably sleep in a car and still be peaceful with somebody sleeping in a $1 million mansion. I'm just letting you guys know, because it's not about all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's really about a lot of people that come from like they say, they didn't come from that lifestyle, and they get that lifestyle. They're a lot more grateful because they remember, they believed in themselves. Like, God, that's what God works. So the ultimate goal is not necessarily all the things that you achieve, but the inner peace that you gain throughout your journey, right? I saw a post, and it said sometimes there's a post on YouTube. It was like a comment or something like that. It was like a post. Basically, it was a post. Somebody posted about something like a picture. Was it a picture? Saying something like, I spent some amount of hours cooking dinner just to eat it in 10 minutes. And then somebody in the comment section was like, a wise person once said that it's not the end goal of your journey or something like that, but it's the journey within itself. So I think that could be you, my Pisces. It's just a matter of focusing more so on the peace that you gain from that, rather than the things you get. And that's all the part of your spiritual journey. That's gonna end you guys reading. Let's go finish up you guys reading, I should say. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you find this inspirational, spiritual, and you saw it helpful, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. That will do a major difference within your channel growth and things like that, right? I hope this video got across to more people. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video.